Hello friend, in today's session we will learn a people counting machine project by using Arduino software. So you can see on the screen we have the Arduino IR sensor and LCD. So in this video we will see how to connect different types of sensor with the Arduino. Then we will see the each and every importance line from the program, and then we will see how to run this project. So I would like to request you, please watch this complete video so that you will get idea about each and everything about this project. Before start the project explanation, I would like to tell you what is the flow of this project. So you can see on the screen we have the entry gate, exit gate, and Arduino and LCD. So entry gate is basically there is one IR sensor, exit gate there is basically one IR sensor, and Arduino is used to run the program. So when the person cross the entry gate, then it will show the people count increase by 1, and when the person exit from this exit gate, then IR sensor sends that person and it will show the people count decreased by 1. So this is the complete project flow. Now we will see the practical demonstration of this project. Then after that we will see how to connect this hardware with Arduino. Then we will see the program part. Now we can see program is running right now. So it is giving total number of people is 0, and it is asking for waiting for next entry, waiting for next exit. So it will wait for our input from this sensor. So if I give the entry signal to the 1, that means one person should be detected. So you can see I have given the one signal here, one person added, waiting for next exit, and total number of people is 1. Now you can see when I will give continuously one signal to this, then it will count only one person, because it assumes that the person is only stand in front of IR sensor, and it will not that person not cross this IR sensor. That means it is only one person entry. So I have to reset this signal again. So once I reset this signal again, there should be the message waiting for next entry, and then only it will allow to enter the next person. So you can see waiting for next entry. So you can see waiting for next entry, that means it is ready to take the next person count. So again I will give the second count here. Now we will wait for some second, one person added, and total count is 2. Now you can see once I give the one signal continuously, then it will not increase the counter of these people, because that again same the person stand in front of IR sensor. So we have to reset this counter. So we have reset this counter. Now we will use the exit gate. So total number of count is 2. Now we will press this signal to. So once I press this signal, that means person exit from this gate. So right now total number of counter is 2, and once I give this one signal to this sensor, so you can see one person remove, total number of people is 1. Now you can see it will not decrease people by 1 continuously, because it is continuously one signal to this IR sensor. We have to reset this signal, and then only here it will be the message waiting for the next exit. So that message should be displayed first. So I will reset this signal, waiting for next entry and waiting for next exit. Now you can press this signal. So once I press this signal, then here you can see one person again remove, and total people is 0. So this is the complete idea behind this project. I hope you understand the project flow. I request you, please subscribe my channel. Currently you can see I have uploaded more video on the many video on Raspberry Pi, Arduino, then Python programming, then some webinar, so that it can grow your career. So if you want to learn something from me, it is free, and you have to just click on this subscribe button, and all the video it is very unique, and you will learn definitely many things from me. I uploaded mostly video on Raspberry Pi, mostly video on IoT, then Arduino. There are different types of project I have explained, and each project having the programming part. So please subscribe my channel, please support me, and please enhance your knowledge by watching my video. Now we will see how to connect the Arduino with IR sensor and LCD. Okay, so before start the connection of hardware, it is very important to install the Arduino IR sensor library in your laptop. So how to install that IR sensor library and Arduino library in your laptop, that I will tell you right now. So you can see we have you have to download this folder, people counting machine folder, from my Google Drive link. The Google Drive link given in the description. So there is the Arduino library, Proteus library folder, then there is the IR sensor library folder. So you have to go first Arduino library, Proteus library folder, then go to the Arduino, and you have to go to the library, and you have to copy this 2 file. So right click, copy this 2 file. So once you copy this to file, go to the C drive, then program files, then labs and electronics, you can see labs and electronics, then Proteus 8, then data, and then library, and whatever file you have copied, just you have to paste here. So I have already paste, so that it will give me this message. So you have to paste that file. So after you paste that file, the Arduino library get installed in your Proteus software. Now the next point is IR sensor library, how to install. Again you have to download this folder, infrared sensor library, from the Google Drive link. There are 4 files. Copy all these files, copy, again go to the same that part, this folder, then C, then program file, labs and electronics, Proteus 8, data, library, and here paste that file. So whatever file you copy, just paste that file. So once you paste that file in this path, then IR sensor library get installed in your laptop. Once you install the IR sensor library and the Proteus library, once you install the IR sensor library and Arduino library, open your Proteus. So right click on this Proteus software, run as administrator. Click on yes. Now to create a new project, just click on this new project. Then after that, give the project name. Here you can rename this project by just this renaming this one. .pdjr should be there, so you can rename anything whatever you want. Then give the path of your wherever you want to save this file. Then click on next button. Then select this create schematic. Click on next button. Then select this do not create a PCB layout. Click on next button. Select this no firmware project. Click on next button, click on finish. So after that you will see this blank window. Here we have to first add the Arduino. So to add the Arduino, just go to the component mode, then click on P and type here Arduino. So once you type Arduino, so once you type Arduino, you can find this Arduino. Just click on OK and place that Arduino here. Then after that you have to just move here. You have to select the LCD. Okay, once you place the Arduino here, then we have to connect the LCD. So again go to the component mode, then click on P and type here 16 by 2. So once you type 16 by 2, just select this LCD 16 by 2 alphanumerical, place OK and place that LCD here. Then after that, first we have to connect a default pin for on this Arduino. How to connect a default pin? Just go to the terminal mode, then click on default pin and place the default pin one by one here. So one pin I have taken. Again right click on this pin, rotate 180 degree, then copy, right click, copy to clipboard and paste the default pin here, paste one by one. Then again copy and paste here, then copy and paste here, and copy and paste here, then copy and paste here, then copy and paste here, and copy and paste here. Then after that you can connect 2 number pin to first default pin, then 3 number pin to second default pin, then 4 to this one, then 5 to this, then one by one connect all the default pin here. Then after that you can connect this default pin to here, this default pin to here. Then after that you can see 2 number pin, double click on this default pin 2 number pin and give here name GPIO2, then click copy this name and click on OK. Then 3 number default pin, you can see this one, double click here, give your name GPIO3. Then 4 number pin, double click here, GPIO4. Then same for GPIO5 default pin, then same for GPIO6 default pin, then 7, then 8, then 9 number default pin and click on OK. So you can see we have connected the default pin one by one here. Now next part is LCD connection. So first connect the RW pin to the ground. So go to the terminal mode, click on ground and place the ground here, then connect the ground to ground here. Then take one default pin, again terminal mode, default pin, one default pin here, right click, rotate anti-clockwise, then place the default pin in front of RS, then copy this default pin and place in front of enable, and copy and paste in front of D4, then copy and paste in front of D5, and copy and paste in front of D6, and copy and paste in front of D7. Then one by one you can connect that default pin here. So one by one I am connecting this default pin. Then after that double click on RS default pin and give your name GPIO2. Then enable pin, double click here, give your name GPIO3. Then D4 pin GPIO3, sorry 4. Then here D5 GPIO5. Then D6, double click here and give your name GPIO6. Double click here and give your name GPIO7. So in this way we have connected the LCD with Arduino. So once you type IR sensor, so you can see this is IR obstacle sensor. You have to select this, click on OK and paste that sensor here. Again select go to component mode, click on P and type here again IR sensor and select the same obstacle, click on OK and second IR sensor should be here. Now we can see we have two IR sensor. So select the first IR sensor, rotate 180 anti-clockwise. So place here, same this one, rotate anti-clockwise. So you can see I have selected this. Now we have the two IR sensor. Now what you have to do, first VCC pin should be connected to VCC. So IR sensor VCC pin should be connected to 5 voltage. We will find the 5 voltage in generated mode. Click on DC and place the DC supply here. Now connect VCC to VCC. Now ground pin should be connected to ground. So go to again terminal mode, click on ground and place the ground here and connect the ground to ground. Then output pin we require the default pin. So again go to terminal mode, click on default pin and place one default pin here and connect that default pin here. Now double click on this power supply and give power supply voltage to 5 volt. Click on OK. Now test pin should be connected to logic state. So go to the terminal mode, click on P and type here logic state. So again take this logic state, you can see this one, click on OK and place that logic state here. Right click, rotate anti-clockwise and connect that logic state to here. Now after that this IR sensor output pin should be connected to Arduino GPIO 8 number pin. So double click on this default pin and give your name GPIO 8. Click on OK. Then after that you have to load the hex file of this IR sensor. So double click on this IR sensor. Now go to my downloaded folder. So you can see go to my downloaded folder. So my downloaded folder is this one, counting machine, then IR sensor, you can see infrared. Double click here and select this .hex file and click on open and click on OK. Then after that you have to do the same for this second IR sensor. So first connect VCC pin to VCC, go to generated mode, click on DC supply, place the DC supply here, connect here, then double click on this DC supply, give your voltage 5, click on OK. Now next is ground pin should be connected to ground. So go to terminal mode, click on ground and place the ground pin here, connect the ground pin to ground. Then after that output pin should be connected to output. Then after that output pin should be connected to output. So go to terminal mode, click on default pin, place one default pin here, rotate anti-clockwise 180 degree and connect that pin to here like this. Now this pin should be connected to Arduino GPIO 9 number. So go to here, double click on this pin and it should be connected to GPIO 9 and click on OK. Now load the hex file here of this IR sensor. Double click here, click on program file and go to the again downloaded folder. This one people counting machine IR sensor, this .hex file, click on OK and click on OK. So in this way we have completed the circuit diagram. Now if you want to create this square box, outer square box and name to your project, just go to this square box, then pin and draw one square box here. You can see I can draw this. Then go to the A and go to the pin again and type name whatever you want, just let's say entry exit. Okay, the next part is we have to connect the test pin at this point. So again go to the component mode, then you can see logic state is already there. So select this logic state and place that logic state here. Then after that connect logic state one by one here. So you can see I have connected here to this pin. So in this way we have completed the hardware connection. Now the next part is we have to load the X file into this Arduino software. So how to load that X file, it is very important. So first you require this Arduino software in your laptop. So how to install that Arduino software in your laptop, that I have already explained in my this video, accident and alcohol detection video. So please watch this video link given in the description. So you have to open that Arduino software. So double click on this software. So once you double click on this software, go to the file and go to the open. So once you click on open, just go to the people counting machine folder from my Google Drive link, and inside that folder there is this Arduino file. Just click on this and click on open button. Then after that Proteus program will be your program will be open. Then click on this compile button. So once you click on this compile button, the compilation gets started. So once the compilation done completely, you can see at the end there is a path of the X file. So you can see this is the path of X file. So copy this complete path. So this is the path of X file. You can see I will copy this path completely. So copy this part, again go to the folder, any folder, just type that path and remove one by one line, this one backslash, remove one by one backslash and press enter. So once you press enter, you will find the people counting machine hex file. So select this path, then again go to the Proteus software. So once you go to the Proteus software, double click here and then select this one folder and enter that path here and click enter. Then after, click on this hex file and click on open and click on OK, and then you can check whether that program is working on or not. Just click on this run button. Yeah, it is working. So in this way the you can load the hex file into Arduino software. So first line is hash include liquid crystal dot h. So basically whenever you want to use the LCD in your code, then you require this library. Then next line is we have to define the LCD pin here. So whatever the pin we have connected in the LCD, that pin we define here. So first pin is RS pin, then enable, then D4, D5, D6 and D7. So RS pin we have connected to 2 number, then enable pin we have connected to 3 number, then D4 we have connected to 5 number, then D5, D6 and D7. Then IR pin we have connected the 8 number, and IR sensor which is connected to entry side, which is connected to 8 number, and IR sensor which is at exit side, that is connected to 9 number. So okay, basically after that there are some variables which are used in the code. I will tell you what is importance of this variable while explaining the code. So next line is void setup. So basically we have to define the input as input pin for the both IR sensor. So you can see IR sensor entry, IR sensor exit, this two IR sensor we have connected the 8 number and 9 number pin. That pin should be defined as input because IR sensor send the signal on this input pin, so that we have to define that pin as input. So you can see by using these two line we are defining this these two pin 8 and 9 pin as an input pin. Then after that LCD 16 by 2, then LCD print. So we are using the LCD 16 by 2, so that we have to define that LCD 16 by 2 here. Then first line we have to pin people counting machine project name on the LCD, so that we are I use this one. You can edit and you can use any name here. Then after that while loop. So inside while loop digital read. So whatever the entry signal, so when you press the one signal here, you can see when you press the 1 or 0 signal, so that signal should be sent to the Arduino, and Arduino should sense the signal. So to sense that signal we have to use this function digital read, then IR entry, that is the pin number, and then whatever the output from this function, that is stored into the status variable. Same for the exit IR sensor, whatever the status 0 or 1, that is stored into exit status variable. Now if we give the one signal to here, and that means person is detected. So you can see if IR status entry is equal to 1, so entry IR status entry, this is the variable, and that variable value nothing but the 1. If that is 1, that means the person is detected. Then add counter status. So you can see whenever we give the one signal, so at a one time only one person should be count. So for that logic I have used this variable count. Add counter should be at the starting of low, and when once the counter low, then next time it should be high. So let's say continuously it will 1, let's say for example continuously it will 1, then next time again it will come inside here IR entry high, but it will not come inside here, because you can see that time the add counter status is high, and here we are checking the add counter status is low. It should be low. If it's low, then and then only it will increase the count, then it will print on the LCD one person is added. Now let's say when the person is removed from this IR sensor, then this value should be 0. Then it's again in the program here, it will check IR status is high. No, it is not high right now, it is low. Then it will go into the else loop, and in the else loop you can see add counter status, that should be low. Now we are toggling that one, so here you can see it is high once the counter is incremented, and if there is no person, then it should be low, and then it will print on the LCD waiting for the next entry. Then after that you can see IR exit status. So once we give the high signal to this exits IR sensor, then it will give IR status exit value to the high. So here we are checking the IR exit value is high or not. Yes, it is high. Then here we are checking the remove counter status. So whenever we give the one signal here, then it should first check the person is like it is continuously one signal or it is first time. Okay, so you can say whenever we give the one signal continuously here, then it should count only one person number. It will not count continuously 1 2 3 4 when it is one signal. So for that reason I have given here remove counter status should be at the starting low, and counter value should be greater than 0, then and then only it will remove the count. So it will remove counter status, it will set to the high for the next time iteration. Counter should be counter less than 1 minus 1, then it will print on LCD one person is removed. And the let's say next time when you give the 0 signal to here, then it will again detect here what is the IR exit status. Now it is low, so it will come to the else loop. Now in the else loop you can see remove counter status I have again selected to low, because next time I have to count the person, so that I have selected that to low. Then it will waiting. Now you can see now it will print the waiting for the next exit. So it will waiting for the input for this sensor for the next time. So when it is low, then it will show the waiting for the next exit, and same for the here, when it will low here, then at the entry gate, then here it will print the next waiting for the next entry. So for that reason I have used all this program. Now at the end it will print LCD total people and then whatever the count. So this is the complete idea behind this program. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, please watch this video again and you will definitely understand this program. It little bit tricky, but it is very important to understand. Now the very important part in this project is like that whenever we give the one signal here continuously, so it will not increase count false count 1 2 3 4. So that's why the main logic for this is this one, add counter status, high or low, add counter status high low, and add remove counter status and remove counter status low high. So it is very important to understand that logic. So yeah, this is the complete idea behind this project. I hope you understand the complete flow. Now the time is to run the program. So once you load the all the file, just click on this run button. So once you click on this run button, the program will be load. The people counting machine you can see here. Now it will print something value, so wait for some minute, wait for some second. So waiting for the next entry. Yeah, because we haven't given the one signal here, waiting for the next entry, so that here waiting for next exit. We haven't given the one signal here, and total number of people is 0. Now we will give the one signal again here. So one person is added, waiting for the next exit because it is 0, total number of people is 1. Now you can see this is very important. Once I give the 1 continuously, then it will not count the false signal. We have to toggle the pin. So once you toggle the pin, then and then only it will count the next person, and here it should print the waiting for the next entry, it should print first, waiting for next entry. Now it will able to take the next person entry. So click on again 1. Now one more person added, and total number of people 2. So yeah, this is the complete idea behind this project. I hope you understand. Now Now I will tell you how to open the READYMADE project. So if you want READYMADE project, then just go to the Proteus, right click on run as administrator, click on yes button, then just go to the open project. Then after that, go to the downloaded folder link from my Google Drive. So you have to open this one, Proteus project people counting machine. Click on open. So once you click on open, the READYMADE project will be open for you. Now you have to just load the hex file from in the Arduino. I already told you how to find the hex file in your code. So just select that hex file for the Arduino. Then same, uh, load the hex file for the IR sensor. I have already told you how to load the hex file for the IR sensor. So load the hex file for the IR sensor, both IR sensor, and then click on run button. Then this project will be work automatically. So this is the READYMADE project.